howdy folks, welcome back. So here we are at April 13th, and you can see we've had a big CME come off the back side of the sun over here. I'll let the loop play a few times so you can see it. There's a bunch of missing data, so we'll go to another site to where we can get all the data. But for the moment, I just wanted you to see that we've had a huge CME over here on this side, possibly an X flare. That one is pretty big. So Seeds doesn't have much of the data here, so we're going to go over here to ISWA, where I freeze framed it here, and we're going to go through this kind of frame by frame here. So let's back up a little bit here, and we're going to start off. Let me get the camera so where you guys can see it nice and perfect. So you can see our CME over here is coming off to the left, and I want you to note this little black dot that's right here wrapped around. It has CME material wrapped around it. We'll go back a frame. You can see it, it's right there. Alright, so watch this little dot as it comes out, all wrapped in solar material. Here's our object right here. Whoops. Bear with me for a second here. Then, as it continues to go out, you can see it right here. It's got some solar material wrapped around it, and then it continues on out of frame. Now, let's back up here because there appears to be multiple objects coming out. This event appears to be like almost like a rack of pool balls all racked together, hitting the backside of the sun and then splitting apart like you're breaking a rack of pool balls, and they all scatter in different directions here. So we're going to keep going here, and I'm going to start pointing these out. So I pointed out this first little one right here already, and you can see follow it as it comes all the way out. Okay, then we're going to back up to right about this frame right here, and then we'll slide it down. Now, here was the main object we were looking at. There appears to be another round object right here, and a third one here in the middle, and there seems to be a filament, like a rope of plasma, like a filament, coming around the front of this object, going across, and draping around the other side of this object. So it has, these two objects have this filament of plasma stretched between the two of them. Let me go just another frame right here. Okay, so now I'm going to try to blow this up here the best I can for you guys. So we have a round object right in here. We have a second one right in the middle. And then here's our other object right here. And you can see this rope, this filament of plasma streaking back behind it, coming around the front face of it, going across to the front face of this one and wrapping around it and draping back behind that object. So in this frame right here, you can see we have 1, 2, 3 objects, this filament connecting them, and then if you look up above here, let's see if I can drag this down just a little bit more, there appears to be another object right here and another right here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 objects all in this one frame right here. And there even appears to be a smaller one back here. It's really faint. But, oh, let me see. We're getting the wavy lines there. Let me try to adjust the camera a little better so you guys see it just a tad bit better here. Alright. So here again, hopefully minus the wavy lines and everything, you guys will be able to make out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another one up there. Come back to my 5 minutes. So after that, then we progress through, and we will go down a couple more frames here. Oops. So it's right there. All right. Then, after those have left the frame. There appears to be another one here at the beginning of this, and we have plasma streaking all the way back, and there's a second object back behind that one. So we're going to continue going forward here, and you see that we have a round, here it is right there. There's a good shot of our little round object. Okay, so hopefully it's a little bright. You can make out we have a little object right down in here, and then there's a secondary one right up in here. And they have this plasma exchange between the two of them. They've ripped this plasma off the sun, and it's still connected between this front object and the secondary object. We'll go frame ahead one more. And then, now, we can, hopefully you can make out this little object right here. This one's kind of cloaked in material, but it's round, and it'll be right in that vicinity right there. Let me get it just a little bit better. There we go. And then those two continue to move out, and look how bright this plasma still is. It's still all electrified, and it's way far away from the sun. It's been dragged all the way out here, and look how bright it is as these two last objects move out. Now I'm going to back it up. Back it all the way up to the beginning here. So boom, boom, boom. You can make out our first object right here, surrounded in solar material. And then right here, maybe we'll go one more frame. One more frame right to there. And then we'll freeze this and pull it over a little bit one more time, just to point out this round one right here. We've got a round one right here in the middle. This one right here. This big filament stretching across. That both of those objects drag that huge rope out with them. And then up here, and back there. So we got a lot. There's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last two are 7 and 8 objects all in one event. It's like a big shotgun blast has just unleashed all these objects. They were all probably compacted tight together in a clump, and when that clump hit the magnetic field of the sun, it split apart just like breaking a rack of cue balls, and they all fly out in different directions. So I'm gonna just go through this one more time, and then that's all I got for you guys for tonight. But yeah, we've had a huge flare CME, and I would guess this might be an X-class CME here, but what's important is the multiple objects that were caught in it, and I'd like to see Planet X News try to do a forensic filter on this to see if we could clean up this and how this filament and this rope would look connecting these two objects. I bet you it's going to be a pretty awesome sight if he runs this image right here through his filters. So just some amazing stuff going on, you guys. And I have a feeling this is still going to continue to affect our weather and earthquakes and volcanoes and just all kinds of craziness. So I just had to bring that to you because the other instrument was lacking all this data, and maybe they are hiding it for a reason, and it's because there's multiple objects captured in this event. And luckily for us, this camera caught it at just the right angle, at just about the right time to where you can see all of those objects at the same time. So we got this main one right here, one right there, a faint one right there. Here's this one, another one right here, and then two more trailing out in this. And something else I wanted to point out was, I wonder if we can get it just right here. There was a point here. What you see this orange streak coming off before the CME comes? Watch when the CME comes, it just bends that out of the way. See how I just took it and bent it? It kind of shows that there's some kind of magnetic or some kind of field right here pushing this aside. Just huge blast. Hopefully I'm getting some of this. Yeah, that's about the best image right there. So yeah, quite an event here. And then we also have another one that seemed to have come out over here later on. We'll find out when we get more data. This is the latest updated images I could get. So I thought I'd bring this to you guys and let you know that we've had a huge CME off the side of the sun here, possibly an X class. We'll find out tomorrow. And multiple objects captured in it again. So just wanted to let you guys know that and bring that to you. Let you all know that I love you all and I miss you all. And God bless you all. And just keep your head on a swivel and keep prepared because things are going to be changing fast and furious, I have a feeling. In the meantime, that's it for now. And until my next video, bye.